Yes, we are going live in all the three platforms. Yes, we are live. Brilliant. So, looking forward to seeing all of y'all here live over here for this live session. I think this is going to be a fantastic session today on how to motivate people. So I'm just waiting for people to join. Yes, so let's have all the people join and then we will start off. Yes. So are you all excited? Yes, Balaji, you're there on time. Always you're on time, Balaji. Awesome. Balaji is on time. Yes, who else is there? Yes, Balaji is there. Then who else is there? Come on, everybody. Who else is there? Just say hi if you're there and ready to go for this session. Just say hi. Yes, Yamini is there from Hyderabad. How, Yamini? How are you? Brilliant, Yamini. So nice to see you. You're just such a passionate mother all the time. Yes. John Sir is here. Wonderful. John Sir, how are you? He's such an inspiration himself, you know. Wonderful, John Sir. Aarti ma'am is also here. Brilliant, Aarti ma'am. How are you? Very good. All of you all are there. Excellent. So all, when you say children means everyone will come, I think. Motivating the children. Hi, Priya. How are you, Priya? I think a lot of Priyas also there. Yes. Balaji, yes. You blocked your calendar. Wow. Awesome, Balaji. Sneha's also watching. Yes, Yamini, doing good. All excited. I think it's today's topic is very, very close to my heart. I think if you look at all the topics I speak on, this topic that I'm going to speak today is the most dearest topic to me, because it's how do you motivate children and how do you handle children. And I think both of them are fundamentally very, very critical in anything that you do in life. Yes. Brilliant. So we have a great audience over here already. Yes. So let's start off. Are you all ready? If you're all ready, type out ready on the chat box. Are you all ready to learn? So before I start, I want all of you to have a book and a pen. Okay. All of you have a book and a pen. Please have a book and a pen and you become ready with a book and a pen, because I'm going to give you tons of information in the next 30 minutes. 30 minutes, tons of information. And I think all of these information, if you can capture it and redo the video again and again, don't watch it just once, watch it a couple of times, because the more the times you watch this video, the more in depth it will go. So watch it at least 2 to 3 times in the next 4 to 5 minutes. Just start it at least for 2 to 3 times in the next 2 to 3 days, so that all of you are ready. It's need of the hour topic. Yes, Varsha, it's a need of the hour topic. Awesome. Everyone is ready. Brilliant. All of you are ready. Type out ready on the chat box. All ready? Good. All right. So the topic for the day today: how do we motivate children and how do we handle children through multiple lockdowns and the pandemic that is going on right now? Okay. So first, I will give you a set of examples. With examples, I will quote you. So I want all of you to participate, and whatever point you really like of what I am telling right now, type it out on the chat box. Just keep on typing it on the chat box so it just engraves inside your system. Are you all getting that? And once it engraves inside the system, from there on, you can take it to the next level. Okay. So 3 rules I want. Take good notes. Type out on the chat box anything that you find as a wow moment. And the third one, please do share it with all your friends and communities once it's over with your notes. All right. Beautiful. With this, we start on the session today. The first thing I want all of you to understand is, how do we motivate kids? Okay. There are 2 types of motivation. All of you write this down. There are 2 types of motivation. The first we call as intrinsic motivation. That is the motivation that is inside a human being, very self-driven kind of a motivation. The second motivation is what we call as extrinsic motivation. That is, only if somebody does something for them will they actually do that. That's called extrinsic motivation. Are you getting that? So 2 motivations: intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. All right. So now, what is intrinsic motivation? You first need to understand the fundamentals of motivation. Now, for a child who loves playing video games, you don't have to inspire them to play video games. They will go and do it again and again and again and again. irrespective of the situation. That is called intrinsic motivation. It is deep inside and they just want to come out and do that. That's called intrinsic motivation. The extrinsic part is the child does not want to do something. You tell the child, if you do that, I will give you a gift. If you do that, I will take you for something. If you do that, I will give you this holiday or this gift or this restaurant. That is called as extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation is all about looking at what are the extrinsic factors that a child really likes and then taking those factors as their internal motivation. Is that clear with all of y'all? Yes, that's what we call as extrinsic motivation. So the two types, intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. Now I'm going to talk to you about how do you develop each type of motivation. Yes, brilliant, Vijay Lakshmi, intrinsic and extrinsic. Now I'm going to talk about how do you develop each type of motivation. All right. The first point that is very, very important for all of y'all who are going through all crisis with your children inside of the lockdown. Okay. All of you write what I'm going to tell you in capital letters. Just write it in capital letters. Okay. Capital letters. Okay. Very, very important. What you sow is what you reap. Write this down. What you sow is what you reap. That means what? Whatever you sow in the mind of the child is what you will reap as a behavior out of the child. Are you all getting that clear? If the child has been sown with anger, irritation, frustration, all this by the parents or by the friends or by people around, then the manifestation of that will be the behavior of the child. Are you getting that? So please understand, all of you write this down. If you sow the right seeds in your children, then automatically you will get the right fruits, which are the behaviors of the child. Is that clear with all of you all? Now, if a child is being arrogant towards you, being anger outburst towards you, that means somebody has sown the seeds in your child. It's either you or in your absence, somebody else has taken that place and sown the seed. Are you all getting that? So no child is born as an angry child. No child is born as a troublesome child. They learn the behavior from somebody. Are you all getting that? So every behavior is learned unless the child has a genetic disorder. In that case, it is not a learned behavior. But else, every behavior that a child demonstrates is a learned behavior. So all of you write this down, learned behavior. You could type out of the chat box, learned behavior. Yes, learned behavior. What you sow, yes, Ramya, what you sow is what you reap. So tomorrow, if your child is behaving in such a way, rather than shouting at the child, just for a minute, think about it and see. Who has sown that seed in my child? Or in my absence, has my child got influenced by somebody? So this is the first point I want you to all take care. The second thing that you all have to be very, very, very careful about is you always need to connect with your children. Write this down. Connect. Connect with your children. Now, what do I mean by connect with your children? Please understand, children love people they trust. And children go to people who trust them. Please understand. Children love people they trust. Children go to people who trust them. So you need to develop trust with your children. If you don't develop trust with your children, then children will only go to the places where somebody else trusts them. And that could be anybody inside of their surroundings. So first and foremost is you need to connect with your children. Yes, connect. Yes, brilliant, Gordon. Connect. Connect is the key over here. Now, if you are not connected with your child, then I am telling you, whatever you try advising the child will not listen to you. Take it from me, the child will not listen to you because you have not connected with your child. If you connect with your child, without even you knowing itself, the child will do what you want to do. That's the beauty of life. Are you all getting that clear? So connection is the key. Write this down. Connection and trust is the key to building relationship with children. Now, how do you actually do that? Very, very simple technique I'll give you. Just go up to your child and ask your child, Do you connect with me? Just go ask your child that. Do you feel daddy loves you? Do you feel mummy loves you? Do you feel daddy and mummy are there for you for everything that you want? Do you think daddy and mummy are always there to support you? Now, if the answer is yes from the child, that means you have built a connecting relationship with your child. Are you all getting that? So build connecting relationship, get feedback from the children. Write this down. Feedback is the essence of connection. Write this down. Feedback is the essence of connection. What is feedback? Go up and ask the child. Is the child listening to you? Is the child speaking to you? Is the child doing everything that you ask it to do? Is the child obeying you? With that, you will be able to understand whether you are developing that connection with your child. Exactly. So connection is the basis and feedback is the essence in which you will know how beautifully your child is connecting with you. So connection and feedback. These two are hand in glove, and connection happens when you build trust with your child. Trust. So trust is the currency of the 21st century. I told this again, I'm telling you right now. Trust is the currency of the 21st century. Trust. The more the children trust you, the more they will listen to you, more they will understand you, and the more they will start wanting to be with you. The third point I always want to say, and I always say that, is listening. Write this down. Listening. It's called empathetic listening. Write this down. Empathetic listening. All of you write this down. Empathetic listening. Yes, Gurmeet. Brilliant. Brilliant. Awesome. Empathetic listening. What is that? Listen. Write this down. All of you watching this, take a paper and a pen and write this down or type it out on the chat box. Listen to the children to understand, not to advise. I repeat, listen to children to understand them, but not to advise and judge them. You listen to them to understand them, understand their feelings, develop empathy for the children. Don't listen to them just because you want to sit and go after them advising them. Are you getting that? Because the more you try advising them, the more they will start running away from you. The more you try to listen to them and understand them and empathize with them, the more they will want to start being with you. That's the essence. Listening is the third step. So if you want your child to become a great human being, first and foremost, participate the way I told you, empathetic listening. Write this down. Empathetic listening. That means you put yourself in your child's shoes and see the world from your child's world. I'll again repeat. See children's world from their world. See children's world from their world and not from your view of their world. This is where everybody makes a mistake. You look at children from your world. Oh my God, my son is doing like this. Oh my God, my daughter's doing like this. Blah, 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 blah. Look at it from their world. When you look at it from their world, you get a whole different paradigm. You get a paradigm that, oh my God, the child is feeling low. The child is feeling dull. The child is feeling somewhat reclusive. You get a whole new difference of looking at it from your child's view. Are you getting that? So look at the child from the child's world and not from your view of the child's world. Yes, Yuvraj. Yes, Kavita. Brilliant. So listen to it, understand them and not to sit and advise and judge and keep on going after them. Are you all getting that? So start to listen to the children. Listening is the essence of building that empathy in the children. And that is the essence from which the child will start having those seeds. And those are the seeds the child cultivates. And those cultivation will become your fruits as behavior. Are you all getting that clear? Yes. If you're all getting that clear and you're really getting an insight into it, type out yes on the chat box. Come on, everybody. If you're really getting an insight out of the 3 points that I have said, type out yes on the chat box. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I want all of you to understand that. All right. So the 3 points that we have given right now. Yes, brilliant. Brilliant, Deepak. Hi, Deepak. You're also there. Brilliant. So nice to have you. Yes. So that's the key essence over here. Are you all getting that? So again, I repeat, you can all type out on the chat box. What are the 3 essences that you learned? Come on, everybody. Listen to your child. Exactly. Brilliant. Listen to the child. Then what else? What's the second point I said? Connect with your child. Brilliant. That's the next point that I said. Connect with your child. That's very, 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 very key over here. Connect with your child. Yes, connection. Feedback. Yes. Third one I said is feedback. Yes. Ramachandran, what a beautiful way you summed it up. Brilliant. Connection, trust, feedback, empathetic listening. Exactly. These are the 3 points that I said. And these 3 points are fundamentally essential and fundamentally critical if you want to build any motivating relationship to the child. Now, please understand, building and creating a child is like building a building. If the foundation is based on trust, on listening, on feedback, then automatically the building is strong. If the foundation is on suspicion, criticism, anger, irritation, and frustration, whatever advice you give to the child, the building foundation is wrong, the whole building will collapse. Is that clear with all of y'all? Now, do you all want your buildings to collapse or you want your buildings to be strong? All of us want our buildings to be strong. Yes or no? Please understand that. That's where you will actually understand how do you build that trust with your children. All right. So with this, we go to the next one. Listen, connect, and feedback. Yes, Malika. Brilliant. Thank you. Yes, listen to the child, connect, and feedback. The next one. The next thing I'm going to talk to you about is a very, very important topic. And this, I have taken this topic, this part of this topic on how do you motivate children. This part of the topic I have picked up from studying the lives of very successful people and a lot of psychology in it. Okay. So whatever I'm telling you right now, participate fully, take down the notes and keep on, imbibing it as much as you can, because I'm going to go very fast from now, because I have a lot to cover and I am already running out of time. Yes, I've got another 15 minutes. Good. The first one, if you ask me, okay, what is the one thing, doctor, that I need to develop with my child? What is the one thing that I can really develop with my child that will make my child like, a person, a world beater of the 21st century? This is a question I get every single time. Every single time I get this question, doctor, what is that one thing I should develop? Okay. So I put it, it's not one thing. I put it as a couple of things. Okay. So I'll call this the 5 C's. Okay. All of you write this down. 5 C's. 5 C's. Type out 5 C's on the chat box. Come on, everybody. Type out 5 C's on the chat box. All of you ready for those 5 C's? So this I've studied for a lot of successful people, a lot of very high achievers. And then I've come down to these 5 C's. And all of these 5 C's are increasingly credible. And it will really, really change the way that you actually see your children. All right. So 5 C's is the one that I'm going to teach you all right now. 5 C's. And each of the C's are fundamentally critical. I will go fast. And then we will start building on that. Yes, brilliant. Brilliant. 5 C's. So the first C, all of you write this down. This one quality, I have seen multiple interviews, be it Bill Gates, be it Elon Musk, be it interviews of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, or be it interviews of any high achievers, including Einstein. Every one of their parental interview talks about this one C. Okay. Do you all want to know what that C is? Yes or no? Do you all want to know what that C is? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Do you all want to know what that C is? Yes. Brilliant. That C is the most critical C, which if you can cultivate in your child, and I'm telling you, that is the one C that we kill off in our children in Indian education system. Now, before I go to that C, I really want to tell you something. Please understand, our education system was created by the British way back 250 years back for a single reason: to provide disciplined employees for the British Empire who look at English in awe. Are you all getting that? That was the whole essence of the British. Our education system then took a gradual transformation, and then now we are at what state we are because of the different policies. Are you getting that? So if you want your child to become entrepreneurial, to think out of the box, to bring out an essence that he has not seen, then this first C is very, 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 very important. Okay. The first C, it's not creativity. It's not confidence. The first C is called curiosity. Write this down. Curiosity. The first C is called curiosity. That means what? The ability of a child to be curious about something and persevere in that something so that they will start getting the benefit out of that. Are you getting that? That is called curiosity. Now, if you look at Bill Gates was a very curious person. At 8th standard, he went and discovered what computer is. He used to be for 9 to 10 hours till he can figure out coding. That's called curiosity. Curiosity is a very rare trait of people of high achievers. A person who's very, very curious goes to any extent to actually get inside of a mind and to see what is the one thing that they can do to build that thing. All right. Now, how do we develop curiosity in our children? Very simple. Rather than giving everything to them and spoon feeding, ask leading questions. Ask them questions so that the curiosity becomes a way of life. Are you getting that? The curiosity becomes a way of life. The child loves being curious, goes out to being curious, starts to be curious, looks out to be curious. Are you getting that? Start small activities that build the curiosity. It could be from puzzles. It could be from searching a book. It could be from hide and seek. It could be from any activity depending upon the age of the child. Bigger children, teach them a game like Monopoly. Teach them about finance. Something where you can kindle the curiosity of the child. Like it could be learning a new art, learning a new system, learning a huge way that you could actually do it. Whatever you can think. Okay. So that's the one that I call as curiosity. Okay. That's the first C. It's called curiosity. If you watch the Netflix of Bill Gates, inside Bill Gates' brain, the one thing that Bill Gates' wife and everybody talks about is Bill's curiosity. He's so curious on solving world problems. So curious. He goes to any extent to solve those problems. That's called curiosity. Okay. So that's the first trait. The second trait that I think always is very, very, very important is called commitment. Type it out. Commitment. Commitment. Yes, Karthik, they really need to know curiosity. Yes, that's one of the best ways that they can actually know curiosity. Yes, brilliant. The next one is called commitment. Now, what is a commitment? Now, many children and many parents come with me with this single problem. I told my child to do something, but my child didn't do it, but they kept on pestering him and he never ends up doing it. All of us go through that, yes or no? Come on, everybody, honestly, do you all go through that with your children? You have to tell again, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. And the child keeps on doing it. And we sit and then break our head. Oh my God, when will my child understand? All of us go through that. Yes or no? Yes. Brilliant. So that's where we call as commitment. Now, how do you build commitment in a child? Very, very simple. Start giving them small goals. The moment they commit to that goal, hold them accountable. Write this down. Accountability is the essence for commitment. So how do you hold them accountable? Ask the child, okay, darling, when are you going to finish maths? I'll finish maths by 8 o'clock. Okay, great. Give a high five. And then wait till 8 o'clock whether they're honoring the commitment. If they honor the commitment, celebrate and appreciate the child. If they don't honor the commitment, go have another conversation. Oh, daddy was waiting for you to finish that commitment. Is there something that daddy can do to help you? Or if there's some way that you can finish that commitment? Then immediately the child will say, yes, daddy, why don't you do this to actually be, I want to get committed in this. All right, brilliant. So that's a right way to build commitment. So write this down. Commitment. Commitment leads to long-term results. Commitment is one of the main characteristics on people who deliver. You take any achiever, you take A.R. Rahman, he's committed to his music. You take Dhoni, he's committed to his sport. You take anybody who has achieved in life, they're all committed to a particular cause. And depending on the cause, they decide what they want to do. So the second trait that you really, really know and you have to develop in your child is what is called commitment. What are the ways that we actually develop commitment into our children? So the second one, we always talk about commitment. The third one, the third C, as soon as you have a curiosity and as soon as the child develops a commitment, along with the commitment, the child has to have the third C, which is courage. Write this down, courage. Courage. Courage means what? Many people call it guts. Many people call it dil, or I would say self-esteem and self-worth also. All of this together, I would call it as courage. Now, why is courage very important? Today, we don't get children who want to be entrepreneurs. You know why? Because we as parents put all our views on the child and push the child, and the child's courage of doing something that is risk taking or something that's different does not even arise. Are you all getting that? It does not even arise. So because of which the child is not able to build that courage. So please understand, commitment with courage are like dynamite. Type out the word dynamite on the chat box. Come on, everybody. Type out the word dynamite on the chat box. When you have courage and commit, that's a deadly combo. It's a deadly combo. It becomes like dynamite. It's like an explosion you will find. You know, when the child is committed, courageous, goes after it, gets it. Are you getting that? So commitment and courageous, these two are very, very essential, and they go hand in hand. Are you getting that? Hand in hand. They just go hand in hand. And when they go hand in hand, that's where they start being. So once they are curious and find out what they want to do, they are committed to that particular thing, and then they have the courage to go take the risk on it, automatically you will find the motivation starting to come up. Are you all getting that? Yes or no? Motivation starts to come up the moment they start to go on site. So the third one we say is commitment. Courage. Sorry, courage. The fourth C is fundamentally important. Anything that you do in your life, this fourth C has a lot to do out of it. Okay. And that fourth C is called compassion. Write this down. Compassion. Now, what is compassion? Now, please understand, children will not learn compassion unless parents demonstrate compassion. Children will never learn compassion unless and until parents demonstrate compassion. So unless you as a parent demonstrate compassion with your children, no way, absolutely no way will children learn about compassion. Are you getting that? So you have to be that compassion. You have to be that compassionate person. Yes. Unless and until you are in that compassion, there is no way that the child will ever learn about compassion, and there's no way your child will ever be compassionate. Are you all getting that clear? Yes. Are you all getting that clear? So your compassion comes only when you are compassionate. So if you are compassionate to your children, you are compassionate to people, then children will be compassionate to you. Are you getting that? So yes. So till now we covered 4 C's. All right. It's curiosity, commitment, courage, and compassion. These are the 4 fundamentals. And the last C is my favorite C. And I tell you, the last C is the favorite C of all the children, all the children. It's a C that they exactly love, they cheer about, and they're like so excited. And they that's what the last C is all about. Are you all getting that? The last C is called celebration. Write this down. Celebration. Exactly. Celebration. That means what? If you do something good, celebrate it with your children. Celebrate it with joy. Celebrate it with affection. Celebrate it with a lot of joy. Are you getting that? Unless and until you celebrate your children's victory, you are not teaching them to enjoy life. A child came and told me, I got 96 upon 100. My daddy asked me, where did the last 4 marks go? Now think and see, will the child ever be inspired to study for such a parent? Come on. Will the child ever be inspired to study for such a parent? You should know to celebrate, including the failures of your child. I repeat, including the failures of your child. Start to celebrate and make the child understand failure is not wrong, but not learning from the failure only is wrong. Do you all agree with me on that? Failure is not wrong, but not learning from the failure, that's the wrong thing. Yes or no? If you all agree with me on that, type out agree on the chat box. Come on. Failure is not wrong. I always say this. Failure is not wrong. Everybody goes through failure in their life. Everybody goes through failure in their life. So failure is not the problem, but not learning from the failure is the real problem. Like how I told you yesterday, Quink. Do you all remember Quink philosophy that I did yesterday? Yes or no? If you all remember, type out yes on the chat box. Do you all remember what we did yesterday? If you have not done it, please go back and see yesterday evening, 9 o'clock on depression. I did a 10-step process on depression. All of you who are here who have not seen yesterday and day before yesterday's video, please go back and see those videos. Those videos are very, very fundamental. And if you go through those 2 videos, then this video will make a lot more sense to all of y'all. It will make a lot more sense to all of y'all. Yes? Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Awesome. Brilliant participation from all of y'all. Brilliant. So now, this is what I call it as the 5C concept. The last one is celebration. And always understand, it's not celebrating on the big achievements. It's on celebrating on the small, small joys, that when the big achievement comes, it is like a kind of an achievement, a real achievement. Are you getting that? The small, small joy. You know, when a child is born, when the child starts to walk the first 2 steps, do you all remember the kind of joy you had? Yes or no? Do you all remember the kind of joy you had? Oh my God, my son started walking. Oh my God, my daughter started walking. We're so excited. Are you getting that? When we are so excited about when our child is born, then nurturing that child is what life is all about. Nurturing the child is what all joy is all about. Yes. No, nurturing the child is about everything about joy. Unless and until you nurture your children, unless and until you nurture that joy in the child, you will not be able to bring lasting difference inside of the children. Are you all getting that? Lasting difference comes only when you build the joy. Please understand, you know, very early in my life, I always used to understand this. We are not going to take back anything in this planet. Yes or no? Are you going to take back your house? Are you going to take back your money? Are you going to take back your friends? Are you going to take back your Facebook ID? Are you going to take back your bag, your dress, and all your makeup kit? No, nothing. Nothing. Nothing you will take back. All that you will take back are great memories. Exactly. All that you will take part are great memories. Unless and until you create great memories for yourself, with your children and with people, there will be nothing left for you to take back. Yes, life is sacrifice. Only if you sacrifice, you can gain. Time is your biggest asset, but at the same time, celebration is your biggest joy. Celebration is your biggest joy. If you all agree with me, celebration is the biggest joy. Type out celebration. Come on. I want all of you to understand this, that you really need to celebrate life. You really need to celebrate who you are as a person. You really need to celebrate the joy and essence of life. Unless and until we celebrate life, we will not be able to bring anything that we want to bring in our lives. Are you getting that? So celebration is the key. So with this, we have covered the entire gamut of motivation, starting from what are the 3 foundations of motivation, to the 5 C's on how you develop those 5 C's to the children, and how you bring about the children inside of a realm. Now, what are the don't do's with children? Okay, I'll give you a couple of don't do's. Brilliant. I'll give you a couple of don't do's with children. The first one, please be very careful what your children eat. Write this down. Please be very careful what your children eat. I'll tell you why. If your children are hyperactive, running around, very restless and everything, please control the intake of sugar. I repeat, please control the intake of sugar. Second, control the intake of potato chips, because potato chips are all processed and they are the ones that cause the stimulation in the brain. Are you getting that? There are hundreds of studies done on the ill effects of potato chips, the ill effects of excessive of sugar. The third thing that you really need to be careful is on chocolates, because many of the chocolates have preservatives. Many of the chocolates have very addictive substances, so that it starts stimulating the brain of the child, and the child gets addictive and asks the chocolate again and again. See, no chocolate owner wants your child to have the chocolate only once. Yes or no? Tell me. Yes or no? They want your child to ask and have the chocolate again and again. More the chocolates your child has, more the money they earn. Are you getting that? So more the chocolates your child has, the more the money your child earns. So my take for all of y'all is this: please be very controlled about the diet, because diet is one of the major things that actually causes and disrupts children, gets them irritated, gets them frustrated. Please be very careful, especially if your children are below 8 years old. Below 8 years old, please be very, very careful about your diet. Diet is a killer. I tell you, diet is a killer, especially excessive of chocolates, chips, and too much of sugar in any form. Even rice, too much of rice, sugary rice, carbs. because it creates a sudden burst of energy to the brain, and the child does not know what to do. The child becomes hyper, and now there's no place to move around. The child goes and dashes themselves, hits themselves, gets restless, irritated, frustrated. This is where the frustration starts to develop. Are you getting that? So that is very, very, very critical for you if you really have to have the eating habits of the children. Build those eating habits of the children. The second don't. Okay, second don't. Please understand, don't show your anger to your children. Write this down. Don't show your anger, your frustration, and your failures to your children. Many parents I have seen, they will put all their anger on the child. Oh, you know what? I was like this, you did like that. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Please understand, don't put your failures and your anger and your desperation right onto the child's head. Then what will happen? The child will be living in dual personality. Yes, the child will live in two personality, not knowing which personality is actually the real personality. That's the problem. So never allow your child to live in dual personality. So always allow your child to live with a single personality. So so that's very, very, very important. Don't ever show your anger onto your children. Now, I have the statement, okay? It's called, write this down. All of you write this down. It's called choose your battles, right? Choose your battles. Choose the battle that is worthy of fighting with your children. Don't choose every single battle, because if you choose every single battle, then when the real thing comes, they will not listen to you. They will totally not listen to you when the real things comes. They will be like, shut. Totally shut. They will not listen to you. Why would they listen to you? Because why? Because you are always shouting at them. Are you getting that? So you need, it's like your secret weapon, use it when it's very important, not every single time. If you use it every single time, there is a statement, barking dogs seldom bite. They will not take you seriously. Yes, they will completely not take you seriously. So you really need to choose your battles. Which is the battle that I think is worth fighting? Which is the battle which is let it go, with some hugging and kissing and love, just let it go. Just choose those battles, because that's very, very, very critical. And that's the way it actually starts to make a difference in the child. The true difference in the child, the true intrinsic motivation in the child comes when you follow these 5 C's and you follow the single pillars that I have created for you. Step by step, I have told those pillars. If you follow this, intrinsically, your child will start getting motivated. Then gifts don't matter. You can really, it's just the child will pick up what it wants and then starts to work its way through. So if you can just diligently follow this, I have put it in a total nutshell, a beautiful nutshell that all of you can take it. Did you all like it a lot? Yes or no? Tap out of the chat box. Did you all like it a lot? What was your favorite quote? What was your favorite takeaway from this short talk? Come on, everybody. What is your favorite takeaway? Type it out on the chat box. I want every one of you to type it out on the chat box. What was your favorite takeaway? Quick. Come on. Yes. What was your favorite takeaway? What was the one thing that you truly and wholly felt was really the one that really going to make a difference in your life? Yes. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Yes. What was the one? What you sow is what you reap. Yes, Ketki. That is something that's very, very important. What you sow is what you reap. Brilliant. Please be careful of what you say to the children. What you eat. Yes, brilliant. What you eat is brilliant. Yes, and don't show your anger and frustration. Brilliant. Awesome. 5 C's, sir. John, sir, it's 5 C's. 5 C's. Okay, I'll type out the 5 C's. Empathetic listening. Brilliant. Choose your battles. Yes. Compassion. Yes. Celebrate every achievement. Brilliant. Curiosity shouldn't be killed. Exactly. And I tell you, schools is the #1 culprit for killing the curiosity of the child. School is the #1 culprit. 5 C's. Yes. Empathetic listening. Yes. That is the currency of the 21st century. Brilliant. Choose your battles. Yes. If you have just joined me right now, go back and watch this. I would really suggest watch this video again and again, at least 2 to 3 times, because I've given you so many golden nuggets that only if you watch it again and again, you'll actually kind of get it. Yeah. So I will leave it for all of y'all, and it will be available and you can really, really watch it. Yes. Brilliant. Curiosity, celebration, commitment, courage, compassion, and celebration. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Celebrate the failure as well. Exactly, so Shweta. You need to celebrate the failure. At the same time, you must you must make the child learn what they should not repeat. That's the yesterday's 9 o'clock talk is all about that Quink philosophy. I told you about depression. Do watch that talk. You will clearly understand what you need to do and what you need not do to keep that alive in the child. That's called the Quink philosophy. Brilliant, brilliant. The Quink philosophy. Okay, celebrate success over failure currently. Brilliant. Awesome. Awesome. I think all of you have got this very, very beautifully. Awesome. Very good. Delhi. So I will just repeat it again. First one, the 5 C's. Yes. It is on commitment, courage, compassion, celebration, and curiosity. Again, I repeat, curiosity, commitment, courage, compassion, and celebration. These are the 5 C's I told. Empathetic listening is another one that I said. What you sow is what you reap. If you sow good thoughts, if you sow good deeds, and if you talk the right language with your child, that's how a right child gets formed. If you allow Dhanush, if you allow actor Vijay, or if you allow any other celebrities to talk the words and you allow your child to learn those words, then those words will become your child's hero. Are you getting that? So please understand who your child's hero is. If your child's hero is the wrong person, then take it from me. No motivation, we can help your child. Are you getting that? That's the key over here. If you can get your child to think the right way and do it the right way, then automatically you will sow. So I always say this, if your child does something wrong, don't get petrified. Just ask yourself this question. You know what's the question? Where has that habit come from? What the child demonstrated is the fruit. How is that fruit come on? The moment you start asking that question, you will be able to go back and analyze and then find the root cause of the problem and address that particular problem rather than wasting your anger on shouting at the behavior and and creating a headache for yourself. Are you all getting that clear? Yes. So that's the best way that you can actually remember and you can actually build that character inside of your child. Yes. Wonderful, wonderful. So I hope all of you have got a lot of value. Brilliant. Awesome. So my humble request, like yesterday, kindly watch the last 2 videos also that we did at 9. You'll get a clear idea. And I would really love all of you, if you have watched this video, watch it again, understand the points, take notes, and a humble request, share it with a lot of people because a lot of people require it. I just want one thing, share it with a note. And type out what you learned out of that video so that people can get this message and people can understand that the lockdown is also a great opportunity. And I tell you one thing very clearly to all the parents. Lockdown can be the biggest opportunity you had to build a relationship with your children. The biggest opportunity you had to build a relationship with your children. So don't waste that opportunity. Please don't waste that opportunity. Engage with your children, empower your children, love your children, and start practicing these 5 C's. In fact, I would suggest all the parents out here, put a poster and then stick it with all these points, on your board or your wall or somewhere. Just stick it, put those things and just diligently follow it. Are you getting that? Diligently follow it. And if you start following it, that is where the real transformation happens. Understand, real transformation happens only in action. Exactly. Action. Action is where the real transformation actually starts to happen. Brilliant. So with this, we come to the end of the session. Brilliant. All of you, I hope all of you enjoyed. Kindly like and share this video. Share it with all your friends. I would really recommend all of you to share the video so that you can spread positivity because people have got so much negativity in their head. They're not even able to see any positivity outside. So my take for all of y'all, please share the video. Let's spread a lot of positivity. All right. So with this, let me ask all of you a question. What do you want me to talk about tomorrow at 9 o'clock? Come on, type out a topic. Everybody, I'll do the topic which you all type out. Quick, type out the topic. We have 1 more minute to go. Yes, John Xavier, sir. Thank you. Yes, Kavita. Thank you, Kavita. Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you. Suman's also joined. Thank you. Thank you, Varsha. Please do. Yes, thank you. Obviously. So what's the topic you want? Brilliant. Alia Pichi. Thank you. Aarti. So what's the topic you all want? Type it out on the chat box. Come on, everybody. Type it out on the chat box. Thank you. Please do share it with everyone you have because I really want to spread positivity. There's so much of negativity outside. Oh my God, it's actually insane. So let's start to spread this positivity in our posts, in our everywhere. Let's start bringing some change. I think we need to really be the change. Yes, we need to be the change, and we really need to really take care of that change. Yes. So a lot of people are asking questions on tomorrow's things. Okay, tell me, right? Type out of the chat box. What is the one you want? Okay, I have relationship over here. Then I have anger management. Okay. Then I have digital stress. I have online and child behavior. Okay, tell me, all of you, decide. What do you want? All the topics are my favorite. Screen time effects on children. Okay. All right. So let's pick up something over here. Stress management. Yes, Maheshwari says stress management. How to deal with negative people and scenarios. Brilliant. Anita says change management. Shruti says negative people. Okay. Geeta says anger management. Come on, everybody type it out. Because depending upon what most of them want, that is the topic I'm going to do. Okay. How to make online learning effective for teaching kids. Yes, definitely I will do online education Monday. How to be an inspiration. John sir, you're already an inspiration, John sir. Awesome, we'll do that. Conflict management. Okay. So I think more people want on negative people, stress, conflict, self-motivation. Aryan says self-motivation. Brilliant. All right. So awesome. So let's do it. Positive vibes online. All right. So I promise you, I will do online education one of these days, probably Friday or Saturday. We will do online education and the new normal and that part. Tomorrow, considering a lot of people have asked me this, question. Let's do on stress management. Okay. What is the effect of screen time? Surely, Radha, I will do that. I will do the effect of screen time, how to monitor screen time, and all of that. I will 100% answer your questions. So I would 100% answer it. I've done it in my parenting workshop. I'll 100% answer it to all of y'all. So tomorrow, let's do something very interesting. Okay. So for all of you, tomorrow, just your homework for today. Go through this talk again tomorrow once. Understand all the points I have told you. Make notes and start implementing. Start implementing. Very important. Now, what I said, motivation for children is also motivation for you. If you also start following, automatically you'll start getting motivated. Are you all getting that? And tomorrow, let's do it. Let's start off with stress. We'll do stress, anger, and conflict management. Okay? Let's follow these three. Stress, anger, and conflict management. Okay? All of you done? Let's do tomorrow stress, anger, and conflict management. All about stress, all about handling anger, and all about handling conflict management. How do you handle things in conflict? Okay. Yes. So all of these three things we will do. So it will also include stress that you're going through because of the crisis, also with your children. Also, how do you control anger and how do you control conflicts inside? So these are the areas that we will touch tomorrow. Okay. Brilliant. So thank you all. Thank you all. It's been a great honor and privilege being here with all of you. Kindly like and share this. Please watch it again. It makes it's a great honor and privilege from 9 to 9:45. All of you have been here participating so much. We have almost close to 480 comments, 450 comments. Brilliant. All platforms. Thank you so much. I really thank you all from the bottom of my heart. So bring your families and friends also tomorrow. We'll have another interesting session on stress, anger, and conflict management and how to come out of that. All right. See you all. Bye-bye. Take care. God bless you all. Stay safe and have a great day tomorrow practicing what I told you. And if you have not watched the last two videos, kindly go watch those two videos. They will help you in handling the emotions much better. Oh, your daughter also enjoyed the session. Thank you, Kavita. That's so nice to see. Go. Oh, yes, obviously, I really would suggest all of you, next time when you watch it with your family. Create a watch party and watch it. Because I tell you, if you have 5 to 10 people thinking the same way in your house, your work becomes very easy. Get your children also into it so they'll also start enjoying. All right. So with this, I sign off with all of y'all. Thank you all. God bless you all. And see you all tomorrow. The session, the people who missed the session will be available. It will be available on my Facebook page. So please watch it again tomorrow and also share it with your friends. Thank you all. Bye-bye. God bless you all. Thank you.